right. Hello, everybody again, and good morning, everyone. Um, Let me introduce for you tonight our speaker, guys. Um, Introducing our speaker for today's call, Lifestyle Director 2, Brian Arundel, a true visionary and entrepreneur who embarked on his Opulence global journey in November 2009 with unwavering dedication, he reached remarkable heights, overseas and thriving organization of 8,000 partners with over 5,000 partners in Nigeria alone. Known affectionately as Mr. Africa, Brian quickly rose to prominence within the Opulence global at, community. At the prime of his success, he earned recognition as the one of the company's top trainers. In 2017, faced with unforeseen challenges as the Nigerian government imposed restrictions on foreign banking transactions, Brian's organization took a hit, but today he is back with renewed determination, poised to rebuild and share his individual insights of resilience, entrepreneurship, and the path of success. Join us to join us as we welcome back this remarkable leader, ready to inspire and empower us. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Itamar. I know that's a mouthful. You did a great job getting that out, and I want to welcome everyone to the
Thank you.
call. It's so exciting to be here, this Saturday morning to be able to share with our Opulence Global community. I'm so excited about what we're going to be sharing today because I believe this is probably the most significant and attainable bonus that we have in our compensation model. And I'm so excited to be able to share it with you. I'm just going to quickly share my screen, Itamar, before you log off. Or sorry, before you shut off your camera. Can you just make sure that you can see my screen clearly? Okay, great. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we are.
Okay, perfect. So again, I want to welcome everyone to this call. I'm so excited to be sharing this, what I believe is critical information about our most attractive and, it's something that people really look to and they see it on the tours and they say, wow, I can make up to $50,000 a month in variance bonus. And the answer is yes. And today we're going to talk more specifically about that variance bonus and post-tour survey. And at the end, we're going to take a little bit of a journey through the back office because we do have some new tools back there. And I also want to show you where you can take a look at the variance bonus tracking in your back office as well, because that's going to be an important component of you sort of being able to see where your business is growing and how it's growing. And then lastly, we're going to close off with a little bit of mindset, because I believe that mindset is something that is paramount in people's ability really to succeed. And it's something that I think we need to pay, more particular attention on mindset. And that's something that we're going to close the call out with today. So we'll get going. So we always talk about sort of our most attractive or the membership that most people really want to get to. And we tell everyone to start wherever they can. But the end result is to be a lifestyle advisor plus. If you can be a lifestyle advisor plus on day one, then it's obviously to your advantage. But if it's not attainable in day one, you need to get started wherever you can, but get to lifestyle advisor ASAP. Because as this slide notes, it gives you 76% more value, for your $1,900 Canadian in terms of your investment or $1,400 USD, you're getting over $3,300 of retail value. So there's nothing for you to lose and everything for you to gain. So again, if you're talking to someone and you're talking to them about the benefits of why they want to become a lifestyle advisor plus, the value proposition is as such. Again, they're going to get more products. More products mean there's more opportunity for them to showcase the goods. being able to showcase fashion, being able to showcase health, being able to get access to the up to either $1,000 of retail value of your fashion mystery box, or if your focus is on health, being able to get additional bottles of FOL. The next thing in terms of the benefit is you no longer have to wait for 90 days to get your additional 10% discount. So we know that the highest discount at every other package in Lifestyle Advisor is 30%, and you have to actually contribute to your Smart Buy for 90 days in order to be able to get the additional discount of 10%. When you start as a Lifestyle Advisor Plus, right from day one, you get that maximum discount in terms of your buying power, which means when you turn around and retail product, you now are going to earn the maximum retail potential. In all of our memberships, there is a fulfillment fee. So sometimes you may have someone register and you told them it was 1900 and then it's 1965. We need to just advise people that that's part of the fulfillment fee of for the company to be able to put your package together, to be able to get it sent out to you, and to set up your back office and all of the logistics behind getting your email, up and running. Of course, we know that when you're a Lifestyle Advisor Plus, you can earn up to $350 in wholesale profit for every email that you launch. And the CV that flows up in the binary from every new Lifestyle Advisor Plus membership is $300. And now, as a Lifestyle Advisor Plus, you're variance bonus eligible. And that's the bonus we're going to be talking about today. So that's why this actual membership is so critical, because if you're not a Lifestyle Advisor Plus, you cannot participate in variance bonus. So that's why it's really important that wherever you begin your journey, you need to get to Lifestyle Advisor Plus in order to unlock the benefits of this bonus. So now, once you're Lifestyle Advisor Plus, you have maximum earning potential. You've got maximum buying power. You've got maximum retail potential. You're now eligible for MGRS. And it's the first step to all of the different rewards programs that we have with Opulence Global. And that's our card program. That's our variant, our again, travel bonus incentives, and so many more bonuses and incentives within the company. So wholesale profit for launching an LA Plus. And so these are the differences between what the work that you do as a brand partner and a Lifestyle Advisor or Lifestyle Advisor Plus. So if you're a brand partner and you launch another brand partner, your wholesale profit that you earn from that email expansion is $25. If you're a brand partner and you launch a Lifestyle Advisor, you're going to earn $100 in wholesale profit. And if you're a brand partner and you launch our most coveted membership, which is a Lifestyle Advisor Plus, you're going to earn $150 for every Lifestyle Advisor Plus membership that you launch. Now, concurrently or in comparison, if you're a Lifestyle Advisor or a Lifestyle Advisor Plus and you launch a brand partner, you're going to double your earning potential in wholesale profit, because you're not going to earn $25 anymore. You're going to double your earning potential up to $50. And if you're a Lifestyle Advisor or a Lifestyle Advisor Plus, and you launch another Lifestyle Advisor, you're going to earn $300, which is 3 times the amount of wholesale profit that you would earn, in comparison to if you're a brand partner. And last but not least, if you're a Lifestyle Advisor or Lifestyle Advisor Plus and you launch another Lifestyle Advisor Plus, you're going to earn $350 instead of $150. So, when I sit down and I show the tour to people, I ask them, if you were to launch a Lifestyle Advisor Plus, would you prefer to earn $150 or $350? And I want everyone to share it in the chat, because, it's a rhetorical question. But at the end of the day, I want people to understand, of course, you would prefer to earn $350 rather than $150. And that's the reason why, one of the reasons why getting to Lifestyle Advisor, the Lifestyle Advisor Plus is so important, because you really have the ability to double and triple your earning potential just in the wholesale profit alone, never mind all the other income opportunities within the company. So There are many ways. There are ways that you can become a lifestyle advisor or lifestyle advisor plus. And so, first of all, if you're a brand partner and you wanted to upgrade to Lifestyle Advisor Plus, you basically can just pay for that upgrade, which is $1,900. And so again, if you can do it right from day one, obviously it's going to save you some money, but you purchase the Lifestyle Advisor membership. Oh, sorry, let me back up a little bit here, because this is actually, if you do it within the first 30 days. So now, for example, you need to get, you basically, the membership is 1900. So you're going to purchase a Lifestyle Advisor membership, and you're also going to get the regular wholesale profit rules apply, meaning that if you do within the first 30 days of your launch initially, you're going to get all of the benefits as if you started as a Lifestyle Advisor Plus. So if you started as a brand partner and you just started with us, you want to run as hard as you can to get to Lifestyle Advisor Plus. And if you can do it within the first 30 days, you're now going to get the additional $910 of shopping credits in wholesale value. You're now going to be able to maximize your discount. You're going to get your option of your $1,000 mystery box, and the $300 in PV is going to push up as long as this happens within 30 days. So, you want to get there, wherever you start, you want to get started because you want to take your position in the binary, but you want to upgrade as quickly as you can so that you can get all the perks and benefits of being a lifestyle advisor. You don't want to leave anything on the table. And similarly, if you're a lifestyle advisor, you can purchase the add-on. Now, there's no CV push-up for the add-on purchase because the CV is the same for lifestyle advisor and lifestyle advisor plus. So you'd have already got the 300. And so now, but the wholesale profit rules still apply in that if you do this within the first 30 days, then of course you will get the additional CV, the additional wholesale profit. If you do it beyond that 30 days, then that's not applicable. And you get your choice of your $1,000 mystery box for that decision. And so again, the $650 difference in terms of what you're going to pay from where you registered as a lifestyle advisor and lifestyle advisor plus, there is a fulfillment fee applied to that. So again, just so that everyone is aware of the full scope of and the dynamics of your decision right from day one. That's important for everyone to know. So now variance bonus. In order to qualify for variance bonus, first of all, we said the first thing that you need to do is you need to be a lifestyle advisor or lifestyle advisor plus. You then need to advance yourself to LD1, LD2, LD3, or LD4. For every lifestyle advisor plus that is launched in your team, and we're going to go through how that works in a minute, $250 of that membership is allocated to the variance bonus pool that's going to be split amongst all of the members 10 generations deep in the leadership of that new person. So again, it's important for people to understand how it's determined because you need to, one, be an LD1, LD2, LD3, or LD4, and you would need to complete the basic qualification in order to be able to unlock that money. And the qualification is pretty simple. And again, we're going to go over that in a minute, but here it is. So in order to be variance bonus qualified, the brand part, again, you need to basically be doing 250 smart buy or $250 worth of PV if you're an LD1 or an LD2. So a very, very basic qualification. We know we need the product to be able to promote and market our business. The great thing about our smart buy is, again, it gives you the flexibility of being able to take possession of whatever products you need. So if you're running low on your hand and body lotion, 1 month you may get hand and body lotion. The next month you may get your body wash and shampoos. The next month you may get, 4 or 5 bottles of FOL. So you have a lot of flexibility in terms of what you can do with your smart buy. And if you don't need anything, you can just deposit that money into your shopping account for use later. But the benefit is it unlocks your access to being able to now participate in the variance bonus pool. If you're an LD3 and an LD4, the qualification is a little bit higher. You need to do your 250 Smart Buy or PV, and you have to qualify as an MGRS qualifier. So now, if the partner who is an LD1, LD2, LD3, or LD4 doesn't qualify, and they now are not part of that 10-tier leadership, the bonus will go to the next leader that's qualified. And so if we break down how it works, because it goes to the 10 leaders that are closest to the new member, if you're actually 1 through 3, you're going to make an additional $50 for every LD3 that's at in your third tier of your binary. 4 and 5 is going to be $25, and 10 through 6 is $10. And it's interesting because Lifestyle Advisor Plus launches, sorry, $250 is put in the qualified lifestyle advisor pool. In essence, the sponsor, for every lifestyle advisor that they register, they will earn $350 in terms of wholesale profit. But on top of that, again, they have the ability to earn the additional $50 in their variance bonus pool. So now let's look at the possibilities, because a lot of people, when they think about it, they say, oh, it doesn't seem like a big deal. But I want you to work with me as I go through these numbers. So now you actually personally register your 2 level 1 partners. Those 2 level 1 partners are Lifestyle Advisor Plus. You would earn $50 your 2 level 1 partners register 2 of their own people. So now basically you've got 4 new Lifestyle Advisor Pluses in your team from your level 1 partners. That's going to earn you $50 per person. 50 times 4 is $200. Now, as we go down and you see you're going down level by level, each level is going to, in essence, potentially drop the earnings that you'll make from the variance bonus. So now let's jump down to now you're at level 3, which means you're no longer earning, because level 3 is really the 4th level in your binary. So now you're going to be earning $25 per Lifestyle Advisor Plus that's registered. If you have 8 level 3 partners, and those 8 level 3 partners both introduce 2 Lifestyle Advisor Pluses each, now you have a total of 16 lifestyle advisors that are new in your team. 16 times 25 is going to earn you $400 in that potential month from your level 3 partners. Now, remember, these are in addition to what happened with your level 2 people, and in addition to what happened with your level 1 people. And so these are all accumulative. So it's not that you earned 400, you earned 400 just from your level 3 team. Your level 2 potentially would earn you another 400. Your level 1 would earn you potentially another 200, because these are accumulative based on what you're earning at each level. So now let's jump down to the levels, basically the levels where you start at $10. So now if you had level 5, you've got 32 partners who all introduce 2 members. That's 64 new partners at Lifestyle Advisor Plus, which is going to earn you $640 for your level 5. And if everyone can actually get on their calculator and add these numbers up, you can see how these numbers can become very, very significant. And in fact, once you get down to your level 9, you can see the numbers just from this level alone, because that's where most of the momentum and that's where most of your growth is going to come from in the company, is the deeper your team gets. The interesting thing is, and what makes us so unique, is that because we actually allow people to earn really to infinity, we know that everyone has the potential to hit these numbers of 10,000 a week. And the bonus in terms of what's maximally allowed from the variance bonus, just based on the fact that you will earn this money 10 generations deep as long as you qualify. So this is so significant. And the interesting thing about it, as I said, if you're an LD1 or an LD2, the only thing you need to do to qualify is to, one, make sure you do your 250. And if you're an LD3 and LD4, you need to make sure you do 250, plus you need to qualify for your MGRS. So again, everyone, I have a question there, and someone is asking, if you have 500 partners, does that mean that you are in level 5? And that is actually not totally accurate, because remember, these are leaders. So if let's say you have 500 partners and there's no other LD1s in between those 500 partners, they could in essence be, it could be like your first level people, because it's based on leadership. So if there are no LD1s, LD2s, and LD3s in between you and those people, then you, in essence, they could be almost like your first line people. So again, that's where everyone needs to understand that if there's no LD1s in between, even though you didn't personally introduce them, you could be getting paid $50, even if they're at generation 400, if there are no LD1s and LD2s in between, which is unlikely, but that's how the bonus works. I'm hoping I answered the question. If not, please put the message in the chat again. So now, variance bonus caps. So if you're an LD1, you can earn up to $10,000 a month. And I just showed you how possible that is to earn that $10,000 a month. LD2, $15,000, LD3, $25,000, and LD4 up to $50,000 a month. And so again, it's not a matter of, will you get there? It's a matter of when will you get there. If you're an LD1, when will you cap at 10,000? If you're an LD2, when will you cap at 15,000? And if you're an LD2 and you're capping at 15,000, wouldn't it be worth it for you to make sure that you're an MGRS qualified? So now you can actually unlock the cap and go up to 25,000. Because think about this. If you're an LD2, there could be $25,000 worth of variance bonus that's available to you. But because you're not an LD3, you're leaving $10,000 on the table just because you're not MGRS qualified. So wouldn't it be worth it to you to become MGRS qualified to get that additional $10,000 that's sitting there waiting for you to just take? So and similarly, if you're not an LD4, wouldn't it be worth it to you to become an LD4 and just do that additional qualification? Because you could be an LD1 and you could be generating $50,000 a month in terms of variance bonus, but you're not unlocking it because you're not an LD2, not an LD3, and not an LD4. So that's why it's so critical for people to be looking at advancing and growing and expanding your business, because every time you rank advance, you unlock more business potential. So we're just going to play a quick video here. And actually, I just want to make sure I'm actually going to share. I actually have to share the sound here just quickly. Almost forgot to do that. Great. And if everyone can let me know if you can hear, that would be great.
How to earn more through variance bonus. Starting February 1st of 2023, Opulence Global offers another way to earn more through the variance bonus. But first, let's learn what is a variance bonus. Variance bonus is another major leadership bonus on all Lifestyle Advisor Plus sales, designed specifically to boost the income of the qualified lifestyle directors. And through this, you can earn up to $50,000 per month. To qualify for variance bonus, first is to launch your business as a Lifestyle Advisor Plus. Second, become a lifestyle director. So if you're currently a lifestyle advisor or relay, get yourself running to become a lifestyle director 1. Third, if you are an LD1 or LD2, you need to generate 250 PV in the qualifying months to be eligible to earn variance bonus. And if you are an LD3 or LD4 and up, You need to generate 250 in PV plus become an MGRS qualifier in order to have access to Variance bonus. How it works. Launch a Lifestyle Advisor Plus or LA Plus, and you will earn $350 in wholesale profit. Additionally, there will be $250 worth of Variance bonus to be shared by 10 lifestyle directors above the new LA Plus. The first to third qualified LD will be allocated $50 each. The fourth and fifth will be given $25 each, and $10 each for the 6th to 10th LDs. The amount you earn every LA Plus launch will be pooled and deposited to your account every 15th of the month. Important information that you need to remember. If you launch before February 1st, 2023, you do not need to be an LA Plus. If the partner next in line does not meet the qualification, they will be skipped, and the Variance bonus will be allocated to the next LD. There is a maximum amount or cap based on your lifestyle director ranking. The maximum Variance bonus amount for LD1 is $10,000, $15,000 for LD2, $25,000 for LD3, and $50,000 for LD4. That's it. Stay tuned for more videos that help you maximize your income in your Opulence global business.
Okay, fantastic. So that's actually gives you sort of a quick overview. Daria is asking what is leadership level 9. So I'm just gonna back up for a second, and we're gonna look at this actual slide. So now, if someone is new and this is a new Lifestyle Advisor Plus, leadership level 9 would mean that in between you and this new member is 9 LDs. So if this new member is 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200 generations deep, and there's only 9 LDs in between you and that person, now you're basically getting paid out at basically the 9th level. But if this person could be 500 deep and there may be only 3 LDs in between you and them, which means even though they're 500 generations deep, you'll still be getting paid at $50. So the levels are based on how many LDs are between the new member and you. I'm hoping that that's clear. We'll skip this. So that's basically the quick overview of Lifestyle Advisor. And I want to actually pause here to take questions relative to what we just talked about for Variance bonus, because it's very important that people understand how that works. And before we go into anything else, I just want to, if anyone has questions, please type them in the chat box and we can just quickly answer them. We'll just leave it open for a minute or two while people formulate any questions. If there are any questions, we're going to go into the next aspect of it. Actually, if you have questions, just type them in the question box and I'll review it and we'll address it as they come in. So now, post-tour survey. I know a lot of people are not using this tool, and I really, really believe it's something that will be very helpful and instrumental in helping you to ask for the sale, which is one of the things that most people are very hesitant to do. So, I mean, your action plan after every tour is to complete a post-tour survey. And I mean, one reason why it's important is because you want to make sure you have the details of the person who came to the tour. You want to know their name, you want to know who invited them, you want to know the date, you want to have their phone number, their email address. And again, you want to get feedback on how the tour is getting better. And typically how we would frame that in terms of asking for the survey is, our CEO always says, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. So we would love to get your feedback on what your thoughts were about what you saw today. And so that would be what I would say to a potential prospect of sitting down and say, listen, if you wouldn't mind, I would love for you to fill out this survey. It's critical for me to know what I'm doing well and what I need to improve upon. And your feedback would be very important to me. So if you wouldn't mind. So again, it's also a tracking mechanism for you. So for example, hypothetical scenario, you introduce it to someone, they get introduced to it by someone else. For 30 days, you basically retain ownership of that person for 30 days. So again, it's your job to follow up with them, and hopefully transition them from a prospect into either a business partner or a customer within 30 days. If you don't do it within 30 days, then basically they're up for grabs again, so to speak. But again, it gives you their information for follow-up where you can add them to your MO box. I mean, we should all have an MO box where you sort of keep all of your prospecting cards in it for future follow-up. And so it's important that you have their details to enable you to do that. So the first thing is they have basically some options. Basically they can become a VIP shopper. So again, one of the things that sorry, let me back up a second because this is important. So now you get them to fill this out and they say it was informative, enjoyable, too long, or whatever their response is, what you want to go back to them and say, oh, it was too long. Don't assume that because they say it's too long, that's a negative. Now, the question you would come back to them is, oh, you know what? I understand how you feel. I know people have said that in the past, that sometimes we get so excited and we talk a little bit more than we should. But just out of curiosity, what did you enjoy most about what you saw? So regardless of what their response is, it could be something totally negative. It doesn't matter. You want to now come back to what was it about what they saw that they enjoyed the most? Because you want to bring it back to something positive that you can move forward in the conversation about it. Don't assume because they said too long that means they're not interested. Don't whatever they say, again, you want to reframe things and bring it back to, okay, but I get it. I talk too much. I'm a little bit verbose, but what did you like the best? And then they'll come back and say, you know what? I like the information. I like FOL. I like the fact that you have consumable products. I like the fact that you can earn residual income. I like. And then that tells you what you need to focus on next. So now they say they like the product. Now you have an opportunity then to come back and talk to them about the products. So I appreciate the fact that you like the products. Which products interest you the most? And what would you love to try? So now, let's say you're focusing now on a VIP shopper. Now you're looking at, okay, retail sales. So they say, you know what? I really like the Fountain of Life. I have some challenges with my blood pressure. I really like the skincare. Whatever they say, now you're setting yourself up to be able to get yourself a VIP shopper. So now their first option obviously is to become a VIP shopper, enjoy the products. So now you can sell and again earn some amazing retail profit. Now they can also when they become a VIP shopper, they also get amazing incentives for being part of our VIP shopping plan, where as they purchase, they get a lot of Opulence points for them to be able to use to get and earn free products. And that's something that everyone just needs to familiarize themselves with. Option number 2, they can become a brand partner and start to unlock the ability to earn unlimited retail profit by being able to now market the products. So now, if they say they like a product, maybe if they believe there's value in sharing that product, now they can become a partner. They can launch their email for $650. They're going to get $850 worth of value in terms of that package. They receive their turnkey cutting-edge Opulence email. Again, they have access to over 1,000 professional-grade products that they can market and promote online. And again, they can receive up to 28% discount on all the product lines in terms of their discount. So now they're no longer buying at retail, they're buying at the membership price, which again gives them tremendous value. They may choose to become a lifestyle advisor. Now that's a $1,300 membership, but they're getting $1,899 worth of value. Now their, again, discount is up to 37% once they actually complete the 90 days of Smart Buy purchases. They've unlocked the ability to earn up to $60,000 per week. And they're eligible to qualify for luxury cruises, vacations, exotic trips, luxury travel, and the car club. It's basically the gateway to the full menu of our compensation plan. And of course, option number 4, which is the most coveted membership, which is a Lifestyle Advisor Plus, investment $1,900. Their package value is $33.49. It's the fastest way to profits. You receive all of the benefits really right from day one in terms of access to the full compensation model. So your perks are valued over $1,500 Canadian, and you get quick profit from day one as you treat yourself to some of the most luxurious goods. And the interesting thing is I hear everyone focusing on all of our other product lines, but one of our main product lines that I want everyone to basically bring their attention back to is our fashion line. Because imagine now, the great thing about fashion is when you dress good and you look good, you attract people to you. You know, people aren't attracted typically to people who look like a ragamuffin on the street. They're attracted to people that look good, wearing nice shoes, wearing nice jewelry. The best thing is wearing jewelry that is from your own mall, because at the end of the day, there's marketability in wearing that product. So, you know, when everyone says, how am I going to do all these things? Think about the full spectrum of what it is that we market. Not only fashion, not only skincare, not only health, all of those things are part and parcel to how you're going to earn money and how you're going to attract people to you and how you're going to build your business. When we built the business in Nigeria, it was all fashion. So, you know, there is a market for fashion. Then I want everyone to really understand that. And so this is the premium option. You're going to get your mystery box if that's what you desire. If you want to focus on health, you'll get the Fountain of Life. But again, you're your preferred partner from day one, and you maximize your discount right from the very first day that you launch your business. So now 3, you use the sponsor link to basically launch the email. You can do it in seconds. You can do it from the app or you can do it from the website. You onboard your person with the Opulence commandments. They basically follow a step-by-step process of the Opulence commandments in their dashboard. And the great thing is, as they're completing all those things, they get a check mark, which is so fun because it's very rewarding and fulfilling to see those check marks in your back office being checked off. And I encourage everyone on the call today to go and take a look at those commandments and see how many you have checked off. And if you're missing any check boxes, you need to get them checked off. So that would be one of the first things I would encourage everyone to do after this call is go back into your back office, take a look at your Opulence commandments, see which of those commandments are not checked off, and then look into why they're not checked off and get them checked off. You know, it's time to celebrate your new business opportunity, and you will the last one you'll ever need to reach and surpass your income expectations. And, you know, we always love to welcome our new partners. So we always welcome them. And, you know, John Paul Getty always said, I'd rather have 1% of the effort of 100 men than 100% of my own. And if you understand what that means is, you know, if you're counting on 100% of your own efforts and anything, you know, should happen to you, now your earning potential is minimized, if not eradicated. But if you're actually earning for the benefits, a 1% effort of 100 people, now if things happen to the negative, you're still earning money regardless. And so now you close the deal, you get to you basically they get to tap into the system. They share, you know, you share some of the business tools. Again, teamwork makes the dream work. And so this is all part and parcel to, you know, getting someone launched and started off properly. Great. So now, one of the things that we talked about is MGRS. And, you know, are now looking at sort of the new update and upgraded version of MGRS. And qualifying for MGRS is now faster. and easier. And so they've made it such that everyone can qualify for MGRS once you're a lifestyle advisor or above. So, which again is amazing. So now, what do you need to do to qualify for your MGRS? One, you need for level one or one share, you need to generate 450 PV and 400 BQV, which is business qualifying volume. So now your PV is basically your shopping credits, right? So now in essence, you're going to be generating $450 worth of shopping for your again, whether it's your skincare, your healthcare, your consumable items, your fashion goods, or you don't need anything, then you're going to be putting it into your shopping account for purchases later. The next component, which is going to an example of what's going to generate this BQV, is if you did 450 shopping credit plus one LA or one LAP, then you just qualify. So the great thing is the qualification process is very, very basic, and now you earn one share. The interesting thing about this is, and I'm going to open this up to the folks on the call. In essence, when you're doing this, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Because everyone looks at this and says, why? What? Is it really worth it for me to be MGRS qualified? What do I really get in return for being MGRS qualified? So this is interesting because the CEO's given us an opportunity where he's monetized something that we should be doing already anyways, which is what most business owners need to do to actually create a successful business. But he's given us an additional incentive by saying he's going to pay you something over and above all of the other benefits. So I'm going to ask everyone in the call, like, what are you doing when you're actually qualifying for MGRS? If everyone wouldn't mind sharing. Oh, it's a quiet crowd out there today. I'm hoping everyone can hear me. You're working your business. When you say you're working your business, Larry, what do you mean by that? Income generating activities. What are income generating activities? Prospecting. So all these things are all good answers, but I want you to break it down to the most basic component. What is income generating activities? Prospecting, follow-up. But remember, all of these things, 450 CV, LAP, again, all these different things that we are doing to qualify for MGRS, which when we look at the BQV bonus, PV, new launches, upgrades, new retail sales, what are you doing? You're selling products, you're recruiting. And basically what you're doing is you're building your business. These things that Ramin has now monetized are all things that we need to do anyways to build a successful business. All he's done is he's found a way to basically put our attention on these things, which our attention should be on them already. So, what he's paying us in MGRS, it's all great, but it's really, to me, it's minute in respect of what these things are doing on the bigger scheme or the bigger picture. And I want everyone to understand that, because everyone's focused, MGRS. It's not only about the MGRS, which is fantastic. This is a culture that we need to create, because by doing this culture, it's going to create, imagine this. If you need to qualify for MGRS and you need to do 450 shopping credits, that's 3 times the amount of shopping credits that are being generated in your team from every single partner. What does that mean? Instead of people generating 150 because they're an LA plus, now they want to become MGRS, so they're generating 250. Now they want to be MGRS qualified. I'm sorry, variance bonus, they're doing 250. Now they want to be MGRS qualified, so they're doing 450. What does that do? Bigger binary checks. Thank you very much, John Buswood. Bigger binary checks, more profit, more income, more money for everyone in the binary. This is what I want everyone really to understand. At the end of the day, the great thing about MGRS, yes, the CEO will give you some shares from the monthly global revenue sharing of all the companies, but now you're generating more retail, you're making more profit from retail. You're generating new business launch, email launches, you're making more money from your wholesale profit. You're generating more, you and your team are generating more sales and more commissions, volume that's flowing up in the binary, which means you're making more money with a much smaller team. If you were to calculate what this generates in terms of CV, if you had serious people on your team and they're all now shooting to become MGRS qualified, you would have massive income with the teams that are much smaller, because now the generation of CV in your downline is much more significant. To become, again, for 2 shares, you need to generate 450 PV plus 600 BQV. BQV is 50% of your personal PV number, your new launches, any upgrades having your team, and any new retail sales. So when you actually add these things together, that's your BQV number of 600, 400, or 800, and your 450 of PV, it remains the same throughout. But all of these things, all it's going to generate is more CV, which now gives you a bigger pool or access to more shares in the MGRS. But if this is the culture of your team, think about downstream, what that's going to do for you in terms of income. One person basically is generating probably about 10 times the amount of CV. So instead of just the basic 150, when you look now at the 450 plus the new LAP, if everyone in your team was generating about over $500 in CV, commissionable volume, what would that do to everyone's income? What would everyone be making here on this call if everyone in the teams were MGRS qualified? Everyone on the team was doing 450 CV. Everyone on the team was launching one new LAP. And I know that's not going to happen. Not everyone's going to do it. But if the majority or 1/3 or 2/3 of your team was doing this every single month, what would that do to your income? That's right, it would explode. So think about, we want to create the culture that everyone is attacking this business with total disregard for anything. And there's something I want to talk to you guys about a little bit later, and we'll address it a little bit more. Your business would skyrocket. Your business would be double, triple, quadruple what you're making right now. Would anyone love to double your income starting from this month? This is it. This is your target to doubling and tripling your income just by making this your culture in your team. And so now, if this is going to be the culture in your team, who does it start with? Who does the culture begin with? Thank you very much. It starts with me. So if I'm not MGRS qualified, how easy is it for me to promote, people becoming MGRS qualified? It makes me a little bit of a hypocrite, right? So, and I'm not MGRS qualified every day, and I'm gonna own up to that. I'm gonna put it out there. But now I realize, how important it is that we are MGRS qualified, and so we need to make sure that this becomes the culture in our team, and it starts with us. Yes, Daria, if you wouldn't mind just throwing your question in the chat just quickly. I'll unmute for everyone a little bit later. But if you wouldn't mind throwing it in the chat, that'd be fantastic. And so now, MGRS 2024. LAs and above, it's not based on your rank. Regardless of your rank, to earn 1 share, you need to do 450 PV. 450 PV is your personal purchases. which means, maybe you're putting 250 in product, and the balance you're going to be putting into your shopping account for purchases later. You need to generate $400 of BQV, which is a mix of your personal purchases, new retail sales, your launches, and any upgrades that happens in your team, in your team. So now, yeah, these are basically your first level team. These are the people that you've personally introduced to, not everyone in your downline. So now 450 CV plus one LAP or one LA or one LAP, and bang, bang, you're qualified. Oh, sorry, screen is blocked. My apologies. Thank you. Is it better now?
No, there is still the two square on your screen. One from your
You know what?
right
Sorry,
and
it's
one
because
from
I opened up the chat box. I'm sorry. If you could do me a favor, then Itamar, if you can just read the questions in the chats. Is it better now?
You still have a small cube from your right, my right side. Is it you're the same?
No, what is? I see it now. I don't know what's creating that. My apologies. Oh, you know what? Maybe it is because of it's closed. Hold on, let me just check one thing.
Yeah, you have one from your right. You have a square there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what's actually creating that. My apologies. So now, so one share, again, you're going to do 450 of PV plus $400 of BQV, which is your business qualifying volume, and then you're becoming LA. You're got qualified for one share. Two shares now. The PV number is the same. Your BQV number is a little bit larger. So this number, if everyone understands, this is driven from your first line partners. So that's why you want to continue growing, because more first line partners are going to make this number more attainable for you again every single month. So you want to make sure that you're actually focused on all of these activities, because this is what's going to drive, you hitting level one share, two shares, and ultimately three shares. So again, BQV, 50% of all of your personal purchases in PV, email launches and upgrades, retail sales in CV volume. These are all components of things that you want to make sure that you're focusing on, because these things are what is going to help you hit that number. So now if every single month you're launching partners, great. It's easier for you to hit your BQV number. If you're not launching partners, then maybe you need to focus on retail sales. So, and the upgrades again are coming from your first level people. So again, these are all things that you need to be focused on. If you have more frontline people, these numbers become easier and easier to hit. So down the road, these numbers will be happening pretty much almost automatically if you continue to grow your frontline people. All right. So Daria, did you if you can just unmute Daria and just see what question she has, then we can answer it. I don't know if she put in the chat. Oh, it's Shauna.
Yeah, she put. Yeah, you read it?
Yeah, I'm reading it now. Thank you. So her question is, Brian, it's actually Shauna. Thank you. I'm working with Daria in Alberta for LA Plus. Will the options of either the mystery box be coming to an end? I haven't heard anything about that, so I don't know if maybe anyone else is on the line who can share about that. I know originally it was something that they put in place as sort of an incentive. So I don't know what the timeline is for that, if that's going to happen. But I haven't heard anything to that or to that effect. But if anyone is on the line who has heard, then please let me know. So as some said, so it takes 3 months to reach 3 shares. Is that right? No, it doesn't take 3 months. No, it doesn't take 3 months, because remember, if you could do this month. So if this month you did 450 PV and you did 800 BQV, you're at 3 shares. So the difference here, anyone can qualify for any of these shares in this month based on you hitting these numbers in terms of actual activity. Please let me know in the chat if that's clear, because I want to make sure everyone understands it. It's something that everyone can do. Starting from today, you can go out and you can be level 3 this month. So we're going to open it up for questions. I'm actually going to be shifting because I want to actually walk everyone through some stuff in the back office, just for everyone to be able to see some of the things that, because we talked about sharing some of the tools with some of our partners, and we want everyone to know where they need to go to in order to do that. But before we do that, I'm going to be just opening it up for questions for everyone so that people can be able to let me know if they have any questions. If you can review the actual questions, Itamar, that'd be great while I actually get this going.
Yes, sure. We have one question from Caroline. She's asking, can you earn VB or LAP?
Can you earn what, sorry?
Can you earn various bonus as LAP?
Well, you have to be an LAP to be able to earn variance bonus. Yeah. So that's the first qualification, is you need to be an LAP. So if you're in LA, no variance bonus. Now, not only do you need, that's the first criteria. The second criteria is you need to be an LD1, LD2, LD3, or LD4. So LAP is the first thing, like, because you cannot be an LD1 if you're not an LAP.
We have another question on the chat. What is BQV? How can we get it?
BQV is a combination. It's called business qualifying volume, and we did go over that briefly. It's basically 50% of your PV, which is your personal purchases, any email launches, and any new retail sales or any upgrades that happen in your first line of people. So now when you, well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. MGRS is no longer related to your rank. So previously, you needed to be an LD2, LD3, or one of the higher ranks to get access to 2 and 3 shares. It's now unlocked that everyone, excuse me, that everyone can get 3 shares regardless of your rank. Rank has no correlation to you being able to be MGRS qualified. I'm hoping that's clear for everybody. Okay, so quickly, I'm just going to share my screen again, just quickly. I'm just logged into the back office here. So we've logged into the back office, and it's basically a training account. And there's 2 things I want everyone to look at. First thing is your performance center. In your performance center, we have our variance bonus here. And so in your variance bonus, and this is not populated, but again, you've got your variance bonus video if you need to review it. This is a tracking mechanism that the company utilized to track all of your variance bonus that's happening in your team. So here they've got one, this person has one variance bonus from this new member, test exit 09, basically launched, and he made $50 in the previous month, level 1s. So now this is a great way for you to track what's happening in your variance bonus in your team. It may also unlock or give you some ideas as to what money you're leaving on the table if your team is currently in growth mode. Because if you have all of these variance bonuses that are potentially available or possible, but you're not yet qualified, that money is not going to be going to you. It's basically you're leaving it on the table. So now this is a great way for you to track, what's happening in terms of your growth and your variance bonus in your downline. The other thing which I think is really important for this is it also give you a little bit of an idea of who the rising stars are on your team. Because if these are new people who are your new people are launching new LAPs, that's giving you an idea of who's really focusing on the business. And our CEO always says that what you want to do in your team is you want to identify sparks and you want to pour gasoline on those sparks to turn them into raging infernos. So if you see that someone is the sponsor of these new people and it's the same person over and over and over again, that tells you this person is a spark and we need to help that person to do as much as we can to get them to earn as much money as possible, which inherently is going to benefit you, but also to identify, maybe we're identifying, a market that we need to travel to. Maybe we didn't know that there was a market that is actually now getting ready to pop. And this gentleman is in Israel. This person is in Kenya. This person is in Dubai. And you're realizing, whoa, the Dubai team is really starting to flourish. Now I need to maybe think about, traveling to Dubai, traveling to Atlanta, traveling to Washington, D.C., based on the activity that's coming from these. And it's a really easy way for you to identify where the growth is happening in your team. The next thing is, again, I'm just going to back up here. We're going to go back and we're going to go down to your social and business training tools. And then again, these are where you want to connect people to in terms of the tools. And you want people to know that when they launch, they have a university at their fingertips. This university is going to give them all the tools and the knowledge that they need to in the business. I remember when I launched back in 2009, and I actually really delved into this right from day one. And I remember, wasn't even my sponsor because I was sponsored by my father, but my father wasn't really, very, very active. So my sponsor's sponsor, who was in essence, the leader at that time, they came to me about a week after I had launched my business and they wanted to show me how to do some things. And one of the things they wanted to show me was how to order my business cards. And I remember vividly because he came and said, "Oh, we're going to walk you through how to get your business cards." I said, I got my business cards already. So now again, these are things that are available to people right from day one. But if they don't know, then they're missing out on, the education that they can get, whether it's product tools, promo tools, business tools for them to learn the business. So let me back up here 1 second. I'm jumping the gun because we talked about the Opulence commandments, and you can see here, only 4 check marks. So there's obviously things here that haven't been done. And so whether it's downloading the app, and they're very, very basic things, but they're critical. Maybe it's setting up your business on social media. All of these things are things that you need to focus on. If you don't have check marks in every single box, find out which box is missing and go and get your check mark and do it today. So now you jump down here, you've got business tools, you got your product tools, all your promo tools. We want to focus on business tools today. So now the great thing about this is it shows when the last update was of these tools. So here you can see we have this new survey was done in December. I guess this is December 11th or November 12th, whichever, 2023. Look at this, March 1st, 2024. They just uploaded the new Royal Lifestyle Director, Pathway to Royal Lifestyle Director package or PDF. You've got your Opulence Tour. You've got your experience and product showcase, compensation plan simplified. If there's anything that you don't understand, it's right here for you. You don't need to wait until someone does a training. You can download these tools and you can train and educate yourself the same way you would do if you were in a university class and you need to study for a big exam. Everything is here for you to take possession, ownership, and to learn your business. Income roadmap, How income roadmap to $1,200 in 30 days. Fast track to 5-figure income. The importance of my 5 training slides. Everything that you need to be successful and to educate yourself about the business is here. This is your online university. Okay, so again, so can you earn VB as an LAP? Okay, we answered that questions. I'm gonna unmute you. I'm gonna ask Itamar to unmute you there, Carolyn, so you can actually just expand on your question, please. So Itamar, I'm gonna actually stop the share, and if you wouldn't mind unmuting Carolyn, and she can actually ask her question, so I understand exactly what she's asking.
Or can you put for me the host again?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, Caroline, you can ask your question, please.
Hi guys, awesome training as usual, Brian. Thank you, Itamar. You're doing a great job as a host. I just wanted to clarify for the newer people because it sort of sounds like if you're an LAP, then you can start to earn variance bonus.
No. You
no,
need to be.
just,
I did say that,
right.
but again, just to clarify, LAP is really the first step to be able to qualify for variance bonus. And so,
Right.
if it wasn't clear, yeah, it's the first step. You can't qualify for LAP variance bonus unless you're an LAP, but you need to hit the first level of leadership, and that
In
first
order
level
to
of
earn.
leadership is LD1, LD2, LD3, or LD4.
Right, before you can start to earn. So LAP gives you
Exactly.
access, and then earning, you
Well,
have to
thank
be
you.
at the director level.
Yeah, if I wasn't clear, then thank you. I'll just reiterate that. You
Okay.
need to be LD1, LD2, LD3, or LD4 in order to unlock the variance bonus, but you can't be LD1, LD2, LD3, or LD4 unless you're an unless you're an LAP. Okay, so
Great,
thank you if that wasn't clear. So now, if you're a brand partner and someone's asking about the products, you're going to get $650 worth of products. So now you can choose what products you want to take possession of, but the value that you're going to get in terms of the actual products is about $650 at retail value. So now you choose what products you want to take possession of. Maybe you want to take some bottles of FOL. You want to take some bottles of shampoos and body washes. Maybe you want to leave some of that in your shopping account for some fashion items. It's your choice what you want to actually take possession of when you launch as whether it's a brand partner, an LA or an LAP. It's your choice what you want to use that actual shopping credit to purchase. Anything else? So if there's nothing else, there's one other thing I want to talk about, and this is really, I was talking a little bit about mindset, and it's one of the things that I think we need to focus on, very, very, a little bit more, and we may be a little bit hesitant to do the things we need to do. We're hesitant about we're hesitant about maybe expanding the business by introducing people to the products or into the thing. So we need to allow ourselves to be vulnerable. And by that means you need to open yourself up to some potential what may be viewed as negativity. We can't be afraid of the no's, because the no's are what's going to lead us to new retail customers. It's going to lead us to new business partners. It's going to lead us to new referrals. But if that is the one thing that's holding us back, is our ability to put ourselves on the line and risk the negativity of someone saying no to us, guess what? We're stopping our potential of growth in every facet of the business that we need to be focused on. One of the things that I need to work on, and again, it's me sort of being open, is being, we need to be hungry. We need to go after it with no hesitation. We need to push. We need to, again, just like anyone else would do in any other business, the one thing that holds us back is the fact that our investment is so small. I want everyone to think of, imagine if you invested $1 million to launch this company. Would you be working harder than you are today? I want you to share that in the chat. If the investment to launch this business was $1 million, would you be working harder than you're working today? Why? Why? We know the potential income is more significant than, and faster than people, because again, you put out $1 million, how much time is it going to take for you to get that $1 million back and then get into profitability? So we need to behave as though we invested $1 million in this business and work it the same way. And guess what's going to happen to us? The return is going to be much more significant and it's going to be much faster. We need to do what we need to do to succeed, and it costs us money. It is a price to success, and it's hard work. And for us, it's not necessarily the money in terms of the investment. It's the hard work, the determination, the effort, and the persistence that's going to get us to that success. Success will cost you more than money. Success will cost you more than money. But the thing is that we don't want to sacrifice those things to be able to be successful. So again, Ramin always says it, if you're going to do this, as, he talks about the different levels of engagement, and depending on what level you're at is going to dictate whether or not you're going to make money here or whether you're just going to enjoy your products. And we want everyone to enjoy the money, not just the products. And at the end of the day, if we can actually do what we talked about here and create the culture of everyone pushing to be MTRS qualified, that in itself will create amazing, amazing things in terms of our teams and the incomes and the profitability of both the company and your individual distribution centers, which is, again, your own business. So I know that I guess Brenda was asking to say something. So Brenda, I think I unmuted you. So if you have a question or a comment, then please go ahead.
Hello, Brian. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you clearly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Itamar. I just have a quick question on LAP and LA. Sorry to take you back to variance bonus. So let's say I am an LA and I do have my first generation, which is LAP, and my first generations also have their two. So as an LA, that should qualify me as LD1, correct?
So if you have two frontline people you've personally introduced, and they both have two frontline people that they've introduced, both as an LA, then that will qualify you as an LD1.
Okay, so at that moment now I'm an LD1. Do I still have to be an LAP to be able to get the variance bonus? Because from what from the explanation I heard, you can't get variance bonus without being an LAP.
Think of it this way: if you're not an LAP, why should you be able to benefit from the launches of LAPs?
But I'm launching LAPs, right?
No, so yeah, I get you, but remember. That's actually a really good question, actually.
Because I am launching LAPs, and myself, I'm not an LAP, but all my first generation is LAP, and the second generation is LAP. Automatically, I am an LD1. So
that's
does
actually
it mean I don't qualify for?
That's actually a really good question, because The variance bonus is supposed to be unlocked once you actually no, I don't if you're not an LAP, then you won't be qualified. You have to be an LAP. But you'll be an LD1, but you won't be an LAP. So I'm pretty sure that you won't qualify. So, but at the end of the day, if you're going to be making those variance bonuses, it's worth it for you to become an LAP. So I would just push back and say upgrade to LAP. Because if there's money on the table and you're going to be making $250, $350, $400 every month from all of the new LAPs that are launching in your team, then to me it would be silly not to be an LAP.
Okay, so just to understand again, I'm going back to the same question. So let's say automatically I'm already an LD1, so I will have to go and pay the difference of becoming an LAP and then upgrade to 250.
And then you need to generate the 250 of CV. That's correct. So now every month I'm at 250. At the end of the day, you know, some of it is going to be product purchases. If I don't need the product, then I'm putting the balance in my shopping account. And then whenever I need something, it's my wife's birthday, I go and I buy her a pair of shoes. You know, it's Mother's Day. I go in my shopping account and I buy my mother a set of earrings. So at the end of the day, you don't necessarily have to, you know, have you know, cupboards loads of product. You have whatever product you need for when you need it to market and promote or to sell to whoever needs product. And then the balance goes in my shopping account to use later when I need a belt, I need shoes, I need a briefcase. Then I just go in my shopping account and I use that money for my briefcase.
Okay, thank you.
And so I'm just looking at some of the questions. Itamar, if you can help me out with the questions. All right, actually, people are putting questions in the comments. So I think, and so that, okay, good, that's answered.
I think Ifrah Hassan will raise her hand. Ifrah, you
Oh,
want
yes,
to
Ifrah.
say
Yeah,
something
go
for
ahead, please.
everyone?
Ifrah, please share your comment or question, please.
Hello, good morning, Brian. Good morning, Itamar. Great call. I was on a call with our Malaysia team. We're talking about the cruise recap and everything. So I came in a bit late here, but everything I'm hearing, I'm actually loving it. I see there's a lot of confusion in the chat box about who can qualify for the variance bonus. As far as I know, I'm more than happy to confirm with our office on Monday, and I'm sure you can do it as well, Brian. But as far as I know, as long as you are a minimum LD1, so if you're LD1 and LD2 and you are on 150 and you are launching LAPs, yes, you will qualify. There is no need to become LAP. Remember, you're LD1, you're above LAP already. So I see a lot of people saying you need to upgrade. I don't see anywhere where that's written ever since variance bonus has been introduced. LD1 and 2s, you just need to be on your 150. LD3s and above, you need to be on 250 plus become MGRs qualified for you to benefit from various bonus. That's as much as I know from the day that it has been introduced.
I'm just going to go back to the actual slides, but again, we'll clarify that for sure, 100%, because it's important that everyone has the right information, and so we'll make sure that that is definitely clarified. But one of the things is, well, actually, let's actually go back to this. Okay, so let's go with that. Let's go with that for now. That and we'll get clarity for that. And if there's anything that's actually, if Renee, or actually I'll take Ifra's. Ifra's obviously an LD4, so she knows her stuff. So we'll go with that. And but is there any other questions?
Just looking at the chat here, Brian, Daria is asking them, why would you buy an LA plus package? Excellent question, my dear. That is for the brand new person. The brand new person, LAB plus is what they need to launch as for you as an LD1 and above to qualify for variance bonus.
I think her point is well taken, because at the end of the day, if no one is launching as LAPs, which again, it's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg, right? So now if everyone is looking at launching as LAs and they know they can get the access to variance bonus, then, but if no one on your team is launching as LAPs, no one's going to be making variance bonus. And that's the one reason why, in my mind, I thought that that needs to be the mindset, is everyone needs to launch as LAs. So now, why would if people in your team, again, it comes back to you being that leader, and it starts with you. So now, if you're not an LAP, how are you promoting for your teams to become LAPs? And so that is, again, it's a bigger thought process, because yeah, you're right. Yeah, maybe that is right that you can become an LD1 and qualify, but I don't know. For me, I would want to be an LAP if I was going to benefit from all the LAPs who are launching my team. Anyways, but if that's what it is, and that's why I've always sort of focused on it being that way. But you're right, Ifra, and Carolyn's got her hand raised, so go ahead, Carolyn.
Hi, Brian. I think part of the confusion is about the people who launched before the variance bonus came into effect. Those people, like myself, like Brenda, we were lifestyle advisors. And then when the VB came in, we were all grandfathered into the LA plus category, right? So everybody that was LA before is now LAP. But for the new launches, my understanding of everything that is written is if you launch now as a lifestyle advisor, you can get to whatever levels, but you will not have access to the variance bonus. It's pretty clear in all the documentation.
But I think it's not really clear, because again, there is some sort of misunderstandings there, but it was always my intention or my understanding that you need to be an LAP to qualify.
Yeah, it says that everywhere it says that. And so like, that's a pretty clear thing. You must be LAP in order to qualify for the variance bonus. So if you go ahead and get to LD1 before upgrading, then you wouldn't qualify. You would not qualify for the variance bonus.
It's in a lot of ways it's logical, right? Because if you become variance bonus, what's going to end up happening is no one's going to launch as LAP.
Yeah, exactly.
They can launch as an LA. They can launch as an LA. They get all the benefits as an LA anyways.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they can maximize the earning potential. They maximize everything in the compensation plan. The only thing they're leaving on the table is MGRS. If everyone sort of just did it that way, then no one's launching as LAP. And
exactly.
There's no variance bonus. But anyways,
exactly.
Any other questions?
We have some questions from Isam on the chat box on the questions and answers. Isam asking, Sober, what is it LAP?
LAP is Lifestyle Advisor Plus. So Lifestyle Advisor Plus is our highest membership. And again, when you actually look at the breakdown between what's available for the different memberships, as Carolyn says, even in our presentation, one of the things that they say is you can get as an LAP is you get the $50,000 worth, up to $50,000 worth of variance bonus. So from my understanding, you do need to be an LAP in order to unlock the variance bonus. If you're an LA, at least from the presentations that we're doing at the office, you need to be an LAP in order to unlock that part of the compensation plan. So in essence, you just need to upgrade. You know, if why would you worry about paying the extra 650 if even you're making just $300 a month? You know, in 2 months you basically make back that 650, and now you have the ability really to earn up to $50,000 a month. Anything else?
Mm,
Yes,
I don't
Marilyn.
think so.
Plus you need $250 with a smart buy. So, you know, the first component is you need to be an LAP. Second component is if you're an LD1 or LD2, you need $250 worth of smart buy, and then you've qualified. That's right. Anything else?
Also, Issam asking if anyone speak Turkish on the chat.
Does anyone on the chat speak Turkish? So great. So if there aren't any other questions, I'm going to pass it back to Itamar. Again, it's been great sort of being online, sharing with everyone. I'm hopeful that we've actually cleared up any of the misunderstandings or anything that's not clear. And again, if there is anything, please, you know, share your questions before we close out the chat, because we want to make sure everything's done. But I think we've addressed everything. Everyone is sharing the information that they got from the training in the chat, just for anyone who may have come on late or may have missed it. Again, thank you very much, everyone, for being online.
Thank you very much, Brian. We have Verlene that want to speak. She asking if it's okay to speak. Where is Verlene? Hello, Verlene.
Hi, Brian and Itamar, everyone on the call. Great training as usual, Brian, and great hosting, Itamar. Brian, with regards to the qualifications for the variance bonus, I don't know, this is how I have it understood and down pack, and maybe somebody can clarify on the call a little later, but in order to hit the variance bonus, I know you have to launch as a lifestyle advisor, plus if you didn't launch before the variance bonus was launched. And if you're already a lifestyle advisor, in order to qualify for the bonus, you don't have to go to LAP. You just need to get yourself to LD1, 2, 3, or 4. And when you get yourself there, to qualify every month, you just need to make sure as a LD1 or whatever your status is, you're on smart buy of 250. Plus, you also have to fulfill the other requirements according to your LD status, whether you need to launch 1 LAP, 2 LAPs, also qualify for MDRs and stuff like that. So I don't think there's any confusion, but maybe somebody else on the call could see if I understood incorrectly also.
So when we were doing the tours, one of the differentiators between LA and LAP is variance bonus. To get variance bonus in the tours, basically you need to be an LAP. If you're not an LAP, then you're leaving. If you're not an LAP, you're leaving the variance bonus on the table. That's in the actual tour slides. So, you know, if that's different, then we need to change the slides to basically say that. But in the tours, one of the differentiators and why people are actually launching as LAPs is they know they need to become an LAP to unlock the $10,000 or $50,000 a month. So I don't believe that that's correct. But if we hear, I'll double check it. I'll get back to everyone. But you need to, as far as I'm aware, you need to be an LAP in order to get variance bonus. And I think Carol is right. I think a lot of people are confusing the fact that the grandfathering, because it made us LAPs automatically if you're in the business before, but you need to be an LAP, as far as I'm aware, to be able to have access to be a variance bonus, and you need to be doing your 250 in order to basically qualify.
Okay, because what I have been sharing with Paul is once you launch before this bonus was introduced as a lifestyle advisor, you just need to get yourself to LD1 because it's basically a bonus for the lifestyle directors, not really for LAP. But once you launch at LAP at the onset, then you're eligible once you qualify now to tap into that bonus.
I'm not sure if I followed you, but just to reiterate, you need to be an LAP. You need to basically qualify as an LD1, and when you're an LD1, you need to make sure you're doing your 250, and then you qualify.
Thanks, Brian. Great training.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, so Itamar, I'm going to pass it back to you. Thanks everyone for being on the call, and again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, and have yourself a great day and a great weekend.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. And yeah, I agree. I learned a lot. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend, everybody. To the billion.